Hey guys, it's me Tia back with another YouTube video. I know it has been like a hot minute, but like between Corona and this whole quarantine thing, like I needed a mental break. So I took one, but I'm back. Don't even worry about it. To my subscribers, thank y'all so much for rocking with me, especially in this time when I wasn't really posting. Thank y'all for, staying with your girl. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for clicking on this video, and you might as well just like hit the subscribe button. I mean, like, don't you want to be a part of this fam? Like, I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there. Follow us, subscribe to this channel, like this video. Don't forget to follow me on social media. That will all be in the link, the description box below. It's been a minute. I haven't done a video in like what, a month maybe, but we're gonna get back on track. So on this channel, we talk about locks and design, and today's video is going to be all about graphic design and how you can become a graphic designer. So let's get into it. So I am a freelance graphic designer. I got my BFA in graphic design May of 2019. So it's been a year already, which is insane to me. But yeah, I got my degree in graphic design, and I've been working as a designer for around like since 2017 professionally. So that'll be like 4 years, but I've been training for like the past six. So I have a little bit of experience under my belt. So I'm just gonna pass on the knowledge that I've gotten so far to y'all. So if you are interested in what it takes to become a graphic designer, how to become a graphic designer, or you just want to stick around, be sure to grab your pen and pencil, and let's get into these things. So first things first, should you go to school or can you just teach yourself? Now, obviously, I went to school for my degree. There are a lot of designers who went to school, took the traditional formal training. That's what they did. But there are also others who are just self taught. Now, I feel like you can go either way, but I don't think the path is this, like, the difficulty will be the same. Like, if you go to like a university or a college to get your degree in graphic design, you are going to get like training from people who have done this already. Like, you're going to get the expertise of the professors who have been out in the real world as designers, so they can pass on the knowledge that they've gotten from their journey. You're going to get to learn all your fundamentals, typography, layouts, color theory, all that like hardcore fundamental stuff that you need to know as a designer. You're going to get that at your school. And also, in a lot of jobs, they do look for people who have degrees. So it that also gives you kind of like that leg up in looking for a job after you graduate. Also, you get the networking that going to a school for design gives you. Like, often colleges have like alumni networks, or they have placements at internships. So it would really help for you to go to a school to get all of that. Now, those are the advantages, but the disadvantage to going to a school for graphic design is obviously the price. Like, tuition fees are insane. Like, especially when you're considering like you're going to a 4 year school, or if you take like an extra year, that's just money, money, money piling up. So there is that fact of like it's gonna cost you a lot of money. Maybe you're gonna need to take out loans. Who knows? Just that's a huge investment you're making in your career. Also, gen eds, like, nobody wants to take gen eds. Gen eds are a waste of time. We already did high school. Why do we need to do gen eds? So that is one thing that you are going to hate about going to school if you're anything like me. Now let's talk about being self-taught. Now, bruh, the internet is undefeated. Like, anything you want to learn, you can find it online, especially with things like tutorials on YouTube or online academies like the School of Motion. Like, I promise you, in the work I do now, 95% of the skills I use in my task or projects that I be working on, I learned that from what I learned online. Like, which is crazy to say, but the university gave me like the insight into like not just the fundamentals, but also like the invoicing, how to keep your file sheet as like a freelancer, kind of like the training that you need to know outside of graphic design, which I guess that would be another advantage to going to school, because you learn kind of like the business side of things as well. But yeah, the skills that I've learned online have carried me a very, very far way. So if you want to learn graphic design, you can do it online. Like the pool of knowledge is out there. Like you just gotta look for it. Um, the content is going to be direct and tailored to precisely what you want to do, graphic design related. You don't got to worry about taking chemistry. You don't have to worry about math classes. You are only focused on design. That's another big plus in being self-taught, teaching yourself. Another thing is it's very cost effective. Like often if you're going to take a class online like at a school of motion, you are going to have a tuition fee, but it's nothing compared to the 4 or 5 years you're going to spend at university. And again, internet's free, YouTube's free. I'm just saying. The disadvantages are that you are going to have to be extremely self-disciplined. You're not going to have the accountability of your professors or a grading system. Like you're going to have to be on top of your own work to make sure that you get what you need to be, what you need to do done, and that you're making sure that you are pacing yourself and making sure that you're staying consistent in your learning process. Also, while some online academies, again, like School of Motion or what's another one? One of those other ones. They do not usually have a grading system, but they do give you like a certificate or something at the end. That might not be, that might not uphold when you're looking for a job because, as I mentioned previously, most jobs do look for people who have a Bachelor of Fine Arts or Bachelor of Arts in graphic design or something related to that field. So it may be a little hard to be finding a job when they're looking for someone who has an actual degree. So that might be another downside. Another thing that you must consider when you're thinking about becoming a graphic designer is what kind of work do you want to create? Like, while every single designer across the board has to know typography, layout, color theory, all those other hardcore fundamentals of graphic design, like how to use certain software, the field of design is so broad. Like, you can work on album work, you can work on merch designs, you can work on out of home type things, you can work on air graphics. Like, there's so many things you can work on. And once you do your research and once you choose exactly like this is what I want to focus on, you can dedicate your entire like craft to looking at that type of work, mastering that type of work, because you can be good in a lot of things, or you can be the master at this one lane. So people know exactly what they're getting when they come to you for design work. We're coming to you because you do this particular type of work. And I think that's a great advantage when you think about the great field of designers that are out there. So you can set yourself apart as being someone who works in a specialty, specifically in a specialty. A specialty lane of graphic, wow, tongue twisters. A specialty lane of graphic design. Um, Also, it helps you when you're looking for where you want to work. Like, someone once told me at one of my internships, like, hey, keep a running list of all the companies or brands you want to work for, and then study the work they do, right? So you become an aficionado. That aficionado? I think that's a word. You become an expert in the work that those companies and brands do, so you can align your work to the type of work that they're looking for when they're hiring. And then when you graduate from college or whatever technical school you finish, then you can go back there and fill out those applications. Or often some websites have like an email address at the bottom that you can like hit up for like possible opportunities. So it's good to have like that working list of companies and brands that you want to work for, so that you can stay on top of them. On your side of like when I graduate, I can like apply there or see what internships they have, which is another good thing. Always be looking for internships because some of the deadlines are earlier than others. So you want to make sure you're on track of that, because an internship is amazing for your career. Trust me. Trust me. Also, make sure you put your work out there. Again, with the reaching out to companies about possible opportunities, Instagram will be your best friend. Instagram is a visual platform, so it's perfect for design work. Make sure you're consistently posting, like even if you're posting work in progress, work that you've done on in classes or work that you've done for like your friends or work you've done just because. Like, make sure you're posting on Instagram. I'm telling you, you will build a good following, and there are people who are invested in you as a designer, people who have seen your work, and people who can be potential customers looking for you to do a service for them. So Instagram is one of the best things you can do as a graphic designer because it's free, again, the internet. And it can help you amass a following that can help, get you some gigs, which will be great. Also, start to build your online portfolio. Like, you have free websites, like I think like Wix might be free, but you might need to keep like their Wix site domain name. Or you can do something like Squarespace or Cargo. Like, I use Cargo for my online portfolio, but you need to have an online presence like Instagram or an online portfolio which has like all of your work on, what maybe your process, maybe a link to your Instagram account, how people can contact you, like an email address, a little bit about you as a designer, and maybe like a little snippet of your resume, like where you've worked or where you went to school, like if you're still a student. It is amazing because honestly, once people come in contact with you, maybe the first thing or the first 5 things they may do is search you up online, and you want to make sure that you have an online portfolio that they can like look at your work and know what you do. I have not been looking at the camera this whole time, I'm rusty. I mean, moral of the story is, like, if you want to become a graphic designer, just do it. Literally, there's nothing to do it but to get up and start creating. Do your research. Again, the internet is free. Do so much research, watch so many YouTube videos, and make the right choice for you. Whether you want to like go the traditional route of school, which might be the best way, or to just teach yourself. Maybe like get a few gigs here and there, and then decide like maybe it would be worth it for me to go to school. What you can do to not let anyone dissuade you from pursuing this as your career, because graphic designers be making money. I'm just saying. And honestly, there is nothing like having a career that you are so passionate about, because you're going to get up every day and be excited to go to work. I mean, sometimes, but it's such a great, it's one of the top careers out there. I'm gonna just throw that out there. Graphic design is such an amazing field. It's so much fun. It's exciting, and you are going to enjoy the whole experience. I promise you. Anyway, hope this video made sense. If you have any other tips about becoming a graphic designer, be sure to put that in the comment section below. If you yourself are going to graphic design school, or you have any other questions, be sure to put that in the comment section below as well. Be sure to like this video. Be sure to subscribe so you know when I post more videos like this one. It's good to be back, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.